Hi, Rick here again from Rick's Vintage Guitars here in Perth, Australia. What we have today, I'd just like to sort of recap on a couple of things that have come in quite a long time ago. This one here, this is a Vox anniversary amp, 1994 AC-30. Of course it celebrates the 1964 Vox AC-30, which is a classic amp from the Beatles, Hank Marvin and the Shadows, Brian May and others. It's a very, very cool guitar. These are made in 1994. It has the brass plate behind, anniversary model, serial number. It's a very, very cool amp. And a lot of people say to me, yeah, it's an anniversary model, but geez, what about a 1964 model? How about one of them? But as you know, trying to find a 1964 model in Australia, it's just like finding a needle in a haystack, or is it? Here we go. 1964. Yes, 1964 AC-30. Early edition, January, February. It's got the grey silverback speakers, which feature the Alnico magnets. It's got the brass vents. Yes, the brass vents. A very, very cool amp. It's in, I would consider this an excellent, it's not museum quality, but it's in excellent condition. Got the original foot switch, but the original foot switch does have the little clicker was broken, and that was broken some 30 years ago, and in Australia 30 years ago you could not find an original clicker, so he had this little plastic one sort of that he bought from a Dick Smith shop, and it's a little red sort of coloured thing. Still works, but you can get the little clicker now. So yeah, so Vox AC-30, the classic Beatles sound, the classic Hank Marvin and the Shadows sound, the classic Brian May sound. So if you want a real classic vintage, true vintage amp, what's that today? Nearly 60 years. Yeah, 60 years. Next year, 60 years. Yeah, so we're at 59 years. A beautiful amp, Vox AC-30, 1964, early serial number with the silverback speakers, or the 30th anniversary, 1994, the brass plaque on the back. Again, brass vents, but much bigger, of course, compared to the vintage ones. So yeah, so there you have it. If you're after a cool amp, this is the one to get. Now I'll show you something else that's just come in. So, what else has come in? First, let me show you something. Les Paul, Jimmy Wallace. This is a custom shop, Les Paul, Jimmy Wallace, and a beautiful quilt green, emerald green top. It's a stunning guitar. It's been in our stock now for about a year or so. So, if somebody's looking for something like a custom shop, it's a beautiful guitar. Has the custom shop logo on the back. Serial 31041. Very, very nice guitar. Very pretty indeed. So if you're looking for something like a Les Paul and you want something that's custom shop and something that will stand out on stage, it's a great guitar. Now, let me show you this one. This one, Yuriy Shishkov, 63 Telecaster. We've got the little thing here, which you'll see on the photos in the new arrival section. You'll see this one here, although this is not the actual guitar, but this is one of his, and also it's got the custom shop book, of course, and inside the book, let me open it, it's got the certificate, the DVD, the notes, everything like that. Very, very cool indeed. So let me show you this one. Based on the based on the Telecaster of the time, what was it? The Esquire. It's got the Fender tremolo. It's got the cover. It's an absolute stunner of a guitar. Ooh, let me take that out. I don't know whether you can see this on the video, but it's got a beautiful flame maple neck, custom shop logo. It is just one killer guitar. These are fetching over 10,000 in Aussie dollars, when you compare it from American to Aussie dollars, around the $10,000, $11,000. Then you would have to import one. which is going to cost you with freight and insurance and import duty probably around $12,500. This one is available now for $9,995. So it's definitely a bargain. And if you're looking for a beautiful custom shop guitar, there it is there, this is definitely the Tele to have. It's also the finish is just been aged beautifully, and the yellow, or the white I should say, but has gone to a beautiful yellow. It's got just that start of the beautiful crazing. Single ply, black guard, certainly looks the part. Now if you've got yourself a black guard Tele, you're a lucky guy or girl, and if you've got one, you know how much they're worth, and you know, in Australia they're worth like, you know, 60, 70, 80, $90,000. But you don't want to tour with something like that. This is the sort of guitar you want to use to take on tour with you. So if you're a professional, you're into country, and or you just, you know, rock, look at Bruce Springsteen. He's been playing his for 40, 50 years now, the same guitar. So yeah, a very, very cool guitar now in stock, and you'll see this in the new arrivals page. We also have something else. It's big, it's black. See that on the next video. Catch you again. Bye.